So this is the second time I'm filming this video. The first time I tried filming this video, I was slurring my words, but needless to say, I am sober as a house cat this video. This unboxing actually is pretty cool because it is all Megabass stuff, soft plastic lures, and some jerk baits. Picked up quite a bit of stuff from the Hookup Tackle. Now, the Hookup Tackle is one of my favorite stores to shop at. Unfortunately, their headquarters are in Arizona and I live in New Hampshire, so I just can't go there in person, but I order there all the time online. And all the baits that I bought are great for largemouth and smallmouth, and they're great all year around. Now, although it's ice fishing season up north in New Hampshire where I live, if you guys have open water, you guys can use the techniques I'm gonna be describing in this video today. Now, starting off with my favorite soft plastic swim bait on the market, this is the Megabass Hazardong Shad. This is the 4.2 inch size in their clear orange color. Now, this orange color I actually specifically bought for smallmouth. I'm actually not the biggest fan of using the brightest colors for largemouth, but I really do think the smallmouth kind of like these brighter colors at certain times of the year. Now, as you guys can see, I have this rigged up on a ball head. This just happens to be a 1/4 ounce ball head from Kitech. But using this swim bait on a ball head is a great way to catch some fish. Now, the way that I've had the best luck throwing this is dragging it along the bottom. So I'll cast this out and I'll let it sink all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just gonna keep my rod tip low and slowly drag it. I just have to say, I just love this clear orange color. See if I can give you guys a better look here. You got blue, purple, gold, red fleck in there. And I just love the eyes that Megabass puts on their little swim baits. This is a very soft plastic, which is going to give this bait a lot of action. The only downside to having that soft of a bait is it's not going to be very durable. Now, I've been lucky and I've caught 10 fish on one swim bait before, but like I said, that's kind of me being lucky. You really can't expect this bait to last 10 fish every single time. It's a fine trade-off in my opinion. I'd rather have the action rather than durability. Kind of like a quick note as well, if you guys prefer durability rather than action, if you use a bait that is super durable, excluding Z-Man products and the Elastec plastics, and you try using that really durable swim bait in really cold water, that swim bait is not going to have very good action, if any action at all. Now, moving on, but sticking with that Hazadong Shad theme, these are the Hazadong Shad 3 inches. And right off the bat, you guys probably noticed the different package. One is red and one is black. And that's just because this clear orange color, if you look right there, that SW stands for saltwater. And that color is just for saltwater. But as I said earlier, it works great for smallmouth and even largemouth if you want it to as well. 2 different colors. I got green pumpkin chartreuse, and then I picked up disco stain. And these, hands down, are one of my favorite drop shot baits. This, of course, they have to do the leaf blowing right now. It's the middle of December. And these, hands down, are one of my favorite drop shot baits. This Hazadong Shad and the Berkeley Maxcent Flatworm are definitely my 2 go-to drop shot baits. And this color here, I think will be a great smallmouth color. You have that chartreuse belly and then a green pumpkin top. And again, I just love how Megabass adds those little eyes. When I'm throwing this bait on a drop shot, I'll use line as light as 6 pound, and I'll use a medium light rod or even a light powered rod. The way I fish a drop shot, in my unprofessional opinion, you really shouldn't set the hook like you're fishing a frog or a jig. In my opinion, the best way when you get a bite when using a drop shot is just kind of reel up in my unprofessional opinion, of course. And you're really gonna use the rod to fight the fish, the rod and the drag. I really kind of back off my drag a little bit, and these are the two colors kind of side by side. The top one is Disco Stain, and then the bottom one is that Chartreuse Green Pumpkin. And as you guys can tell, that Chartreuse is very bright compared to this Disco Stain. So in kind of dirtier stained water, I'll actually probably use the Chartreuse Pumpkin. And then in more clear water, I'll kind of use this, because this is almost like a matte finish. It's really kind of a subtle color. So in clear water, I think this will excel over this bait here. That bright chartreuse might turn off a lot of fish. That being said, this chartreuse color might turn on the smallmouth. Really? What are the chances they're blowing leaves right now? Now I'm gonna be moving on to the hard baits, and actually all the hard baits I bought except for one is a jerkbait, all from Megabass. Now this is a Megabass Ido Shiner, and this color is called Joaquin Golden Shiner. Now, my favorite Megabass jerkbait is a Vision 110 Junior Plus one, but this one is a close second. But this one here, I'll use in warmer water. Hold on one sec. Now, this is a Megabass Vision 110, and this is the Ido Shiner. As you can see, pretty similar style baits. See if I can give you guys a better angle here. Pretty similar baits, but the Ido Shiner over on this side has that taller back. So what that taller back is going to allow this bait to do is give it a little bit more roll, a little bit more flash when you're jerking it over the Vision 110. The Vision 110 is a great bait, my favorite jerk bait that Megabass makes, but this is more of a cold water jerk bait in my opinion. See if I can do a good job of describing this to you guys, but look at the bill. This is the Ido Shiner, and this is the Vision 110. The bill on the Ido Shiner is bigger, and there's like that concave kind of bowl shape on it, which is really gonna give this bait a lot of side to side action, like a spook almost, but underneath the water. So it's gonna give this bait like a walk the dog action. So this Ido Shiner I would use in warmer water temps, and as the water cools, I would use the Vision 110. And another small difference between the two baits are the hook size. You're gonna have the one size bigger on the Ido Shiner. Oh, enough with the leaf blowing. And one thing that you can't really see in this bait too well, but they added an extra ball bearing into this bait, which makes it even heavier. So this bait here, you're gonna be able to cast this even further than the Vision 110. So it's been quite literally an hour since that last clip, and I have zero clue where I left off. I believe I left off talking about the Ido Shiner from Megabass. This bait here is ½ an ounce. So you can get away with throwing this on like any bait casting setup you want to. Not gonna be an issue. But moving on, but still sticking with that jerkbait theme, this is a new jerkbait to the market for 2021. And this is the X75 Nanahan that Megabass newly released this year. This is the X75 Nanahan Plus One. And all that Plus One means is gonna dive a little bit deeper. I believe this is going to dive down 2.4 meters, and this bait here is going to be a quarter of an ounce. So unless you have a very light action rod with your bait caster, you might want to switch over to a spinning setup for this. And the color is called GP Ido Canary. I know, kind of a weird name, but there's a good angle of it. But I thought this color would be killer for some smallmouth in dirty or clear water, but just a clear chartreuse bait with a little bit of orange on the belly. I love this color. Actually, when I went to buy this bait, this color was the only color left in stock. And I'm like, cool, I'll take that. And this bait here is gonna be like a mini Ido shiner. About 75 millimeters. And 75 millimeters is 3 inches. So this is quite the little jerkbait. So perfect for finesse conditions like super cold water or even super hot water in the dog days of summer. Oh, actually, just kind of something I threw in here that I didn't actually pick up from the hookup tackle. But I did just pick these up yesterday from Dick's Sporting Goods, and I just picked up a ton of ball heads from Kitech. I picked up about a dozen packages, all in different sizes. And I picked up 3 different sizes. I picked up a 1/4 ounce, 3/16 of an ounce, and then an 1/8 of an ounce. Not too much to say about these. Kitech just makes my favorite tungsten ball heads, and lead is illegal in New Hampshire anyway. And actually, the Hazardong Shad is one of my favorite baits to throw on that ball head. Now, moving on to the last bit of the unboxing, and this, in my opinion, is the coolest part of the unboxing. This is the limited edition Megabass lure. I believe for the month of November. Or maybe it was October. I'm not quite sure. But when I saw this color, I'm like, darn, I do not want to give this color away. It just looks so cool. It looks just like a little smallmouth. And the color is called Hakusai Muddy Gory Copper. I know that's a mouthful, but I just want to see if I can show you the color name. It's right there. Hakusai Muddy Gory Copper. Or the opposite, actually. Hakusai Muddy Gory Copper. And the original idea behind this bait is they wanted to make a color very similar to a goby. So it's got this kind of brown goby color, and it has like a blue pearl belly. I'm actually going to be collecting the Pop X. I'm not going to be opening the Pop X. And then I'm gonna be giving away the Megabass Vision 110 Junior in this color. So I'm also not gonna be opening this one. But I might as well open this color to show you guys. But I just thought this was one of the coolest colors that they've made for the limited edition series. They call it the Respect series. And I just thought this was super, super cool. Has spots on the top, but I don't know, I just thought this was a perfect little smallmouth imitation. If you're fishing a lake that's feeding, or a river that's feeding on little smallmouth, this is like the perfect little bait for that. And I just love that blue pearl belly. A super natural color, good for clear water, dirty water, just an overall great color. And so this is the one that I'll be giving away. It's the same thing as a Vision 110, but this is the junior size, which is 95 millimeters, I believe. 98 millimeters. And this bait here is 3/8 of an ounce. It's just a look at the Pop X. I'm not going to be taking this one out of the package, because like I said, this one's going to be on my wall with the other ones. There's a good angle. But yeah, that is it for this unboxing, and I'm not gonna lie, this box was filled with some really cool baits, and some baits that I can't wait to use in the springtime. Unfortunately, there is ice everywhere in New Hampshire right now, so I can't fish any of these baits. Now, to be entered in the giveaway, it is quite simple. All you have to do is be subscribed and leave a comment down below. And if you guys aren't sure what comment to leave, just say happy birthday Athena. It was her birthday recently and she is 6 years old. She is my old lady. See if I can show you guys real quick. She's sleeping right now on the bed. Athena. There she is. There's my good girl. There's my puppy. And I will randomly pick a winner in the next few videos. And I come out with videos every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Peace.